Hello everybody, I'm Crazy Canadian. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be playing The Perfect Tower 2. Now this is another tower defense type of game, but I enjoyed it. I found it a little bit unique, a little interesting. So let's start up a new game here. Okay, so here we are. This is the tower. We're the tower right in the middle. And these cubes, or rectangles, whatever you wish to call them, are the enemies we have to face. Now we have different modules. We have offensive and defensive modules. And with the experience we gain with every enemy we defeat, we use that experience to upgrade our modules. And we didn't last too long on our first playthrough here. So let's go to town. Now this is the town here. It is pretty large, and this is what I think makes the game a little more unique compared to other tower defense games. Because with the town you have different things, like you just saw, the construction firm. Now, with every enemy you defeat, you get cubes, and you can convert your cubes into different, well, cubes. And you can use those different cubes for the construction, or you can use it to build a workshop or headquarters, and every one of those is a different building. So let's convert some cubes here. So far, we can only convert to one cube. So that means we have to go back out, do some more testing, as they call it, and see how long we can survive this time. So this is the first wave. I think I'm going to use our XP on the foundation, which increases our hit points. And then use it on attack speed, maybe some basic damage as well. We're not doing too well so far. It only lasted about 4 waves out of 100. Yes, 100 waves is like the first level. But hopefully we have enough to convert to some more boxes. We only have 4. My goal is to get to 5 and get the workshop, because in the workshop we can use that to upgrade our different modules and make different blueprints. So let's do a little bit more grinding and get some more cubes. Okay, so I did a few rounds of dealing with those cubes, and I converted all my earnings into these cubes for the construction firm. Now I have more than enough to start the workshop, and every time you build a new construction, it takes a certain amount of time for it to build. You can actually see it being built right here in the town menu. And another thing is I leveled up a few times. So we now have these kind of yellowish skill points here. Now we can use them on both the construction firm, the workshop, or the headquarters if we unlocked the headquarters, that is. No, I do not wish to view the tutorial, but we can use these skill points for certain sets of skills inside the different workshops. So like this one, Reforge, increases the total damage resistance of the tower against any incoming damage type by 1% for each defensive module inside your blueprint, additive to itself. So as I was saying earlier, this is your, well, quote unquote blueprint. You can create a whole new one if you want to, but this is the basic one. You have 2 offensive modules and 2 defensive modules. Now, the more you play, the more chances you have at unlocking different modules. They just kind of randomly unlock. And inside this workshop, you use blue cubes to upgrade your attack or attack speed or your hit points or your health regeneration. So it's definitely handy to spend a lot of your rewards or your cubes in this building alone. So before I forget, I'm going to use our skill points on our construction firm. And I think I'm going to use it on cheap materials. It decreases the construction cost of all buildings by 10% for each tier of the construction firm. I'm going to use one skill point on that. And then I'm going to go into our workshop. And I think I'm going to pick synergy. So this increases the total damage output of the tower by 1% for each offensive module inside the blueprint. It's additive to itself, multiplicative to other factors. All right. Spend our skill point on synergy. And I think we'll head back out again. I didn't do too bad the last time I took on these cubes. Spending it mostly on the attack speed and hit points. I find personally that the more attack speed you have, the better off you are. I'm just throwing some in the hit points and our regen just to help us last a little longer when we do get hit. But it is pretty handy. They did put on the bottom left here, enemies on the map, their attack damage, and the amount of health. So as long as your basic attack is higher than the amount of health that the enemies have, you're good. Like I said, I think attack speed is better because you just attack a lot faster. You can attack more enemies. And in my test playthrough, I did manage to unlock one module for offense where it allowed the weapon, I guess it is, to bounce between enemies, which came in handy quite a few times. So it would hit one and bounce to another and deal the same amount of damage. It was nice. Wishing I had it right now, to be honest. Let's see. On wave 9, so we definitely did better. And we leveled up again. Awesome. So, I think instead of converting it to the brown cubes, I'm going to convert all of ours to the blue ones and upgrade some of our stuff here. Our attack speed, that costs 25. We don't have enough. So I think I'm going to upgrade our basic attack a few times and then stone foundation a couple times. That will definitely help us out. Let's do another round here and hopefully we get past 9 waves. But you never know. Doing 17.5 damage already, so that is good. No, let's speed it up here to 2 times speed here. Hopefully I can manage it. Should have enough health. I'm healing decently. Throw a couple more points in there, and then I'm gonna keep up with our attack speed and our damage. I want to get as close to or actually on 2 attacks a second. Made it to wave 10 and there's a boss cube. Made short work of that. Alright, so we're at 2.05 attacks a second. Oh, and green cubes. Cool. Different type or different colors of cubes. And it's nature cube. All right. Good to know. Basic bouncing. I think that was a module we unlocked. It was. So when you unlock different modules, they appear here in this building here, this kind of purpley blue building. And this is basic bouncing. So the higher the level, the more bounces you get. Sorry, not more bounces, higher chance at max 2 bounces. So that does come in handy. I'm gonna throw that in our offensive lineup there. And it looks like we can only have a max of 6 in our blueprint. But I know in my testing of the game, I was able to upgrade our workshop, I believe, and get more in our blueprint. So don't have to worry too much about being restricted. Let's do another run here. I'm gonna put a 1 or 2 in the basic bouncing. Upgrade our health. And focus on our damage. Definitely making it easier once you are able to start upgrading these modules, because it upgrades the base value, I believe. So you don't have to spend so much XP on basically upgrading it to a certain degree, right? So far, though, even in my testing, I was not able to get to the 100. I don't know if we'll get there today, because it did take me a while to actually get a decent number. But hopefully, you never know, right? I could wind up hitting 100 on this run, or maybe the next run. Doesn't seem like we do any different damage to the different colored blocks, though. But I think they do different damage to us. Oh, wow. It took us out really quickly. So I believe... yeah, they do the same amount of damage. They just do different types of damage. Okay. We level up. Almost. We're at 948 out of 1100. We're already at level 3 though, so that's good. Going to convert all of our cubes into the blue cubes, so we can upgrade this stuff a little bit more. Let's see here. Well, I have more than enough to upgrade our attack speed, so let's do that one. Spend a couple more on our stone foundation, which is our base health. And since basic bouncing is pretty cheap, let's throw a couple points into that. Upgrade our attack once. And throw a couple more in our basic regen. And that's all we got, but we do have another skill. What is examination? Unlocks more detailed region information for the selected game mode and difficulty. To open the details screen, click on the high score while having a game mode and difficulty selected. Okay. Yeah, engineering increases the blueprint size per workshop tier from 3 to 4. Okay. Recycling reduces the conversion rate of workshop points by 1 for each tier of the workshop. Current rate is 49 to 1. Analysis doubles the chance to randomly unlock new modules. And Reforge we've already seen. What about construction? Fast construction increases the construction speed of all buildings by 20% for each tier of the construction firm. Magic Workers allows you to instantly finish an active construction project by using an exotic gem. Not too sure what an exotic gem is, though. Construction Boost enables you the ability to pay 4 gems per remaining second to instantly finish the current construction. Efficiency decreases the conversion rate from 60 to 40. Advanced online construction allows the construction firm to construct buildings at 200% of the original speed while the game is closed. Without this skill, the construction firm continues at 100% while the game is closed. Okay. I think I'm gonna pick the Reforge option because it increases our damage resistance of the tower. And I think we need that. Judging by how fast we got taken out by those green cubes there. I'm gonna do a little bit more tower testing, some grinding here, and I will bring you guys back because I want to build up some more cubes, or I guess blue cubes and whatnot, and upgrade our stuff. See if we can actually beat the 100 or not. Okay, so we have been doing a little bit better. I did unlock this module, multi-shot, gives a certain percent chance to attack 2 additional targets, and I did unlock elemental resistance, which gives us a different percentage chance every level to increase our resistance to the different elements, so like the nature and fire and whatnot. And I haven't been doing too bad. So let's do another run here. As you might have seen, I'll slow this down so hopefully the recording can catch it. But every now and then the tower, will attack 2 targets at once. So I'm going to dump all our XP into our attack, and then I'm going to dump it into our attack speed. So it's really nice that it can actually attack 2 targets at once. Speed this back up here. I've been consistently able to get up to the red cubes. It goes white cubes, green cubes, then red cubes. I don't know what comes on after red, though. It's the furthest I've gotten so far. Upgrade our attack to 2 attacks a second. Let's increase our damage a little bit more. I think after this wave, there goes the first boss. I will dump it all into the multi-shot. Haven't put any into our health though. I think I'll do that. Spread it between our hit points and our regeneration. Should help us out. After this wave, dump all our XP into the basic bouncing. Slow this down so we can get a better look at this. We are taking some damage. So, I'm gonna upgrade our attack and our attack speed again. So we're dealing, I believe, roughly 110 or 115. Just see that. Their health is at 76, so we're out damaging their health, which is good. Increase the multi-shot one more. This is the green boss. 833 health. Able to deal with it pretty easily. Now here comes where I keep dying, the red cubes. Gonna increase our attack damage. Alright, we seem to be dealing with that wave pretty good. Here's the second wave of red cubes. We took 1 hit. So we're probably gonna take another hit or 2 on this wave. Took a couple hits that time. more we increase the multi-shot and the basic bounce, the more enemies we can hit. Which is very good for us, makes us last a little longer. Already well past where I normally fail, so that's good. How much attack? 17.9 average attack for these guys. Dump a little bit of XP into our health stuff there, or our defense. Gonna increase our attack speed a little bit. That's been what's helping. And I've completely forgot that I need to out-damage their health there. That's one thing that I find a little difficult to keep up on is basic attack. You ignore it for too long, then you can't deal enough damage to deal with them. Kind of like that. Oh, and we got brown cubes. Okay. So I guess brown comes after red. Good to know. Wonder what comes after the brown. Is it like blue or orange or something? Doing pretty good. We're on wave 34 out of 100. If we keep this up, we might be able to get at least halfway, I'd say. Hopefully we can beat the whole thing. I'm gonna speed it back up here. This is probably where things are gonna go haywire for me. Able to deal with those guys pretty quickly. Not bad. Staying just a little bit above their health. I'm at about 300 damage. At 2 attacks a second. Doesn't tell me how much damage I'm doing though. Oh, we're back to white cubes. Okay. Must have beat the boss of the brown cube, so I was looking at the statistics there. Increase our damage. I don't know, if we keep this up, we might hit the 100. Doubtful, but you never know. Might get a little lucky. Throw 1 in our health points there. Don't think we'd outlast an onslaught, but every little bit helps. Barely holding on, it seems. Or we're just obliterating them. It's good to see we're at wave 55 out of 100. I don't know, maybe we'll get there. And dump a little bit into attack speed. Doing pretty good. I'm enjoying the game so far. I mean, it's pretty unique. I mean, there's not a lot of... Oh, and we just failed. But we did unlock 2 modules. But as I was saying, Nature's Touch and Wave Resources. There's not too many tower defense games I've played, that is, where you have this kind of town concept where you unlock buildings. Looks like we can unlock quite a few. But it plays a pretty big role in this game. So yeah. That was The Perfect Tower 2. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this, or just like the video. So yeah, with that, subscribe if you feel like it, leave a like if you liked it, and I'll see you all in the next video.